It's Bev again. Well, if you've been watching me online, you know that I have an Instagram account and I also have a YouTube channel, which obviously you're watching. But then I decided I got on this Quora thing, which is kind of like Wikipedia. People go and ask people questions depending on their expertise. And for me, fitness and good health. So anyway, I've been on this for about a month, and I've got, I don't know, 14,000 views. And all I have to say is, holy cow. If I get asked another question about how do I get a flat stomach, how do I get a six-pack, how do I get washboard abs, I tell you, I'm going to go crazy. So what I'm doing today is I'm not going to wear my traditional top. I'm going to hang it up just like most of us are right now. We're kind of hung up. And I wore this other top because I think without black, you can see me a little better. So if I turn sideways, you might see me and you might say, oh, she has a six-pack. Now let me get off this stool. In fact, no, I don't have a six-pack. I don't have washboard abs. They're really, really hard to attain, and they're incredibly difficult to retain. So men, you'd have to be at about 10% body fat to have washboard abs, and women maybe 18%. And if you see the guys on stage, the bodybuilders, they're at about 6 to 7% body fat, and that is really low. It's really, really difficult to get there, and you have to kind of admire them on some level. I mean, it takes major, major dedication and persistence. But let me say, you could do 5,000 crunches a day for 365 days a year, and you'll never, ever see washboard abs. Why is that? Well, first of all, you're going to have them, no doubt about it. You're going to have washboard abs if you do that. But you're never going to see them because they're going to be covered in a layer of fat. And you can't spot reduce. You can't tell your body, okay, I'm going to do all these crunches and I'm going to get a flat stomach and I'm going to look fantastic. No, your body will decide where it puts its fat and from where it's going to release the fat. You have no control over that. Absolutely no control. So what I like to tell my clients are abs are built in the gym, but they're seen in the kitchen. So you have to change your diet and you have to weight train your whole body because you can't spot reduce. Now, for me, I very seldom do ab exercises. And why is that? It's because when you weight train, you are using your stabilizing muscles, and those are abs. I mean, how could you possibly think you're not using your core, your trunk, when you lift weights? You have to. Think about the major core stability muscles that you have. You have your pelvic floor. I have to mention it, right? It's part of the core for urination and defecation. But you have the infamous six-pack, which is under the sheath. I'd really like to be able to show you this diagram, but it's too small for you to see the detail. But when they peel away, you can see the six-pack in here. And that's used for flexing, right? The internal and external obliques are used for twisting. So they're on the side here, and some are further underneath the others. And the other one is transverse abs, which are deep under the six-pack and the obliques. And they stabilize your back, and they stabilize your pelvis so that you can move your limbs. You have a spine for rotation, and you have diaphragm for inhaling and exhaling. So all of this part of the core is used when you train with weights. So please don't ask me any of those questions on how to get a washboard abs by doing crunches. It just isn't going to work. You have to think of the whole body. Anyway, see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.